Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news here on KALH, weather always comes first. A powerful cold front sweeping through the northern plains is bringing wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. That's today and tomorrow, and that front will push south and east into the Tennessee and Ohio valleys, eventually into the northeast. Along the way, severe thunderstorms are possible, damaging winds and even some large hail that could hit parts of the Ohio and Tennessee valleys as well as the Appalachians. In the southwest, tropical moisture tied to what's left of Tropical Storm Lorena will spark widespread thunderstorms and heavy rain. Flash flooding is a real concern across Arizona, New Mexico, and the Four Corners region. Florida stays stormy with daily downpours from a stalled front, while the northwest finally gets a break from the heat by tomorrow. But the headline story is the cold. From the northern plains to the Great Lakes, daytime highs will only reach the 50s and 60s. Overnight lows could be in the 30s. Cold enough to threaten crops and vegetation. That chill spreads into the southern plains and Tennessee Valley by Sunday, with temperatures running 15 to 20 degrees below average. Closer to home, the heavy rain threat from Hurricane Lorena has backed off, with most of its moisture remaining south and offshore. Now we're going to see a lot of cloud cover and light rain showers, steady rainfall possible in the Boot Heel area. Tomorrow brings a better chance for slow-moving storms over the Gila and Sacramento Mountains. Our best window for localized flooding before those storms drift away. Temperatures remain cooler today thanks to the clouds and showers, and conditions become drier heading into early next week. We'll have another look at the weather following this news.
This is Range Control roadblock information for Friday, September 5th. Roadblocks are subject to change without notice. Highway 70, Highway 380, Owen Road, Nike Avenue, and War Highway are scheduled to remain open all day.
At Holloman Air Force Base, new squadron commanders recently completed a 2-day leadership course designed to sharpen their skills and strengthen their units. Commanders received briefings on violence prevention, ethics, education, and more. Tools to help them effectively lead and support Holloman's mission. Military leaders say the training builds community and ensures commanders are ready for any challenge. As always, we salute our men and women in uniform at Holloman and across the nation for their dedication and sacrifice. A New Mexico couple says their peaceful Jeep ride in the Lincoln National Forest turned into a nightmare when 1,000 off-roaders from Texas tore through the trails. Reinhard Sherman spoke with KOB.
We have a restored 1980 Jeep, and it's an open top, and we just like getting out in the forest and playing with our dog.
Witnesses say the rally brought alcohol, gunfire, and chaos, leaving the forest land destroyed. One side-by-side slammed head-on into the couple's Jeep. That sent Sherman's significant other, Rebecca Turner, to the hospital. Deputies found beer cans, no insurance, yet these oversized vehicles remain legal on Otero County roads. Locals are demanding tougher laws to keep unsafe, unregulated machines off public roads and to protect citizens and families. Archaeologists at White Sands have uncovered one of the oldest known sites of human activity in southern New Mexico, dubbed Gypsum Overlook. It dates back around 9,000 years, and the site contains ancient fire pits, burned structural remains, and over 400 artifacts. Holloman Air Force Base Cultural Resource Manager Matthew Cuba spoke with KRQE.
Pleistocene, think of megafauna, mastodon, mammoth, that kind of thing. That period's ended, and we're now in the early Holocene, which is typified by drier conditions.
The find represents the earliest evidence of man-made structures in the region, predating similar discoveries near El Paso by around 4,000 years. Drivers in town can expect a lane closure on North Scenic Drive between 7 and 3 for asphalt repairs. Officials are asking people to follow posted signs and use caution around road crews. In Mescalero, the new Veterans Park is now open after years of planning and dedication from tribal leaders. The park is more than just a community space. It's a powerful tribute to the men and women who served our nation in uniform. At a time when America needs to do more to honor its heroes, this park is a reminder that freedom comes at a price, and we thank all veterans for their service and sacrifice and encourage families to visit and celebrate this special place dedicated to those who defended our nation. Well, today is Friday. That means we get a cat chat from Kitty City.
Hi, this is Kathy Denton with Kitty City, and welcome to this week's edition of Cat Chat. I'd like to feature 3 recent arrivals to Kitty City who have 2 things in common. They have all been rescued from the outdoors, and they are very nice kitties. Our sweet little Sinbad was brought to Kitty City with a bad leg injury. The veterinarian could not save his leg and had to amputate the leg in early July. Sinbad has healed nicely, and his shaved fur is growing back in. He has adapted to the physical and emotional change at a steady pace. He has a good appetite and loves treats, and he is super cute. Sinbad is a year-old, neutered male Siamese mix with smoke and cream coloring, and he is an absolute sweetheart. While he is a bit timid, he has been responding very well to being handled. In fact, he allows us to pick him up and quickly settles in our arms or on our laps. He is extremely gentle and just loves pets, and if you give him a treat, he will be your friend forever. What Sinbad needs, mostly, is a kind, gentle, patient person who will speak to him, show him reassurance, and handle him with lots, including close cuddles and serious petting. These actions will bring Sinbad out of his shell, and you will see how he shines. Another recent arrival is also a sweet but shy kitty. Little Lucy is 5 months old and is a light gray tabby girl and pretty as a picture. She was rescued from the outdoors, and her rescuer took Lucy into her home to foster her for Kitty City. Lucy is cautious when meeting someone, but as soon as she senses the person wants to be her friend, she responds well and wants her head petted. After head petting comes being picked up and cuddled. It certainly looks like Lucy will be a lap cat. Lucy's mama, a gray tabby, is semi-feral, who has also been rescued and is in a foster home. Hank is another handsome 2-year-old gray and white male. He was found on Park Avenue in Alamogordo. Hank is very nice and super friendly, and he enjoys being petted. Hank is neutered, and it's most likely he somehow became separated from his home and owners. This boy deserves to be a pampered indoor kitty. Come to Kitty City at 56 Stanley Ranch Road, Monday through Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 12 noon, to see all our beautiful and friendly, ready-to-adopt kitties. Or you can preview all of our kitties at our website at www.kittycitynm.com, where you can see all of the kitties that reside at Kitty City. Tomorrow, Saturday, September 6th, Kitty City will have their adoption event at the White Sands Mall from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We will have both cats and dogs available for adoption. Kitty City Extended Summer Special is 2 cats for the price of 1. Twice the fun, twice the cuddles, and half the trouble. Alamogordo Animal Control continues to have free adoptions for any cats and dogs from the city shelter. So stop by the White Sands Mall tomorrow, Saturday, September 6th, and all the Saturdays of September 13, 20, and 27, for the Kitty City Adoption event, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Your forever friend is waiting for you. This has been this week's edition of Cat Chat. I'm Kathy Denton, and I'll be talking with you next week from Kitty City. Kitty City and you. No one loves them better.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Hi, it's me, here to tell you about AlamogordoTownNews.org. This is Otero County's #1 source for local news, sports, and community. Quite frankly, AlamogordoTownNews.org is the big LES news service online. AlamogordoTownNews.org is a Second Life Media affiliated company.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
19-year-old Giovanni Brown Johnson of Clovis has been sentenced to 11 years in prison after pleading no contest to second-degree murder in the 2024 shooting death of 16-year-old Demetrius Anderson. Prosecutors say Brown Johnson shot Anderson in the arm and abdomen. Anderson later died at the hospital. Both teens were armed at the time. Brown Johnson will be eligible for parole after serving 10 years. District Attorney Quentin Ray called the case a tragic reminder of the toll youth gun violence takes on families and the community. In Bernalillo County, a judge is keeping accused violent offender Richard Ciago behind bars until trial. Ciago is already a registered sex offender and has been charged with attacking his elderly aunt and setting her home on fire. Deputies say he even confessed multiple times, both in writing and on the telephone. Prosecutors point to this case as proof that dangerous repeat offenders must be kept off the streets to protect the public. Ciago will remain in custody while the judicial process plays out. The Department of Justice has charged 4 people in a disturbing child smuggling scheme at the southern border. Prosecutors say the suspects, 3 with ties to Mexico, 1 from El Paso, used fake documents and even drug-laced candy in order to sedate the children as young as 5 years old. One child ended up in the hospital with marijuana poisoning. Officials say the smugglers were paid nearly $1,000 per kid. Another shocking example of the dangers tied to our broken border policies and why stronger enforcement is urgently needed. I do think we're getting on the right track on the border. I just wish it would go a little faster, don't you? 37-year-old Tyler Levesque of Albuquerque has pled guilty to making violent threats against our president. Federal prosecutors say Levesque posted videos and social media messages promising to kill President Trump and others at a planned rally weeks after buying a firearm. The Secret Service and FBI say Levesque admitted to these threats and now faces up to 5 years in prison, a reminder of the growing hostility and violent rhetoric in today's political climate. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham is calling lawmakers back for her 7th special session beginning October 1st. She blames President Trump in Congress for federal budget cuts, but Republicans say this session is more about her pushing her own spending priorities than solving real problems.
I'm confused on why this burning need for a special session, especially when it doesn't appear there's anything special needed.
Minority Floor Leader Senator Bill Scherer of Farmington, speaking with KOB, on her agenda, more money for public broadcasting, food assistance, and Medicaid programs. GOP leaders argue the focus should be instead on fighting juvenile crime, fixing broken agencies like CYFD, and reforming medical malpractice laws. Critics say the governor's constant special sessions are wasting taxpayer dollars, while New Mexico families struggle with crime and affordability. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 65 matches for New Mexico volleyball today. Chaparral at Las Cruces, Mescalero at Nimi, Socorro at Carrizozo, Cottonwood Classical Prep at Reynosa, and Alamogordo heads to Centennial. Go, Lady Tigers! There are 45 games for New Mexico football today. That includes Hagerman Lake Arthur at Cloudcroft. Chaparral heads to Santa Teresa. Hot Springs at Capitan. Estancia comes to Tularosa. Wow. Go, Wildcats! And Alamogordo heads to Albuquerque. Go, Tigers! Well, today is Friday. Let's check in with Christy and see where the fish are biting.
I'm Christy Lepis here on Crazy Radio, and it's time now to see where the fish are biting. At Bill Evans Lake, fishing for largemouth bass was good when using 3-ounce white spinners. Bonita Lake, fishing for trout was fair to good when using worms. Elephant Butte Lake, fishing for smallmouth bass was good when using minnows. Green Meadow Lake, fishing for bass was fair to good when using lures. Grindstone Reservoir, fishing for trout was very good when using rainbow powerbait and Pistol Pete redtails. Lake Van, fishing for catfish was good when using hot dogs. Alto Lake, Baton Lake, Bill Evans Lake, Bonita Lake, Carrizozo Recreation Lake, Eagle Rock Lake, Elephant Butte Lake, Grindstone Reservoir, Lake Van, and Tiburon Ponds are just some of the area waters that were stocked this week. And our catch of the week is, drumroll please, Kale and Declan Ray caught their first albino catfish using chicken liver and hot dogs at Corona Pond. That's it for this week. Join us next week as we tell you the fishing hotspots and what they are biting on. For Crazy Radio, I'm Christy Lepis, reminding you to take your family fishing.
Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for mostly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Mostly cloudy skies tonight with a 50% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Partly sunny tomorrow with a 40% chance of more showers and storms. Your high today in the basin, 81, low tonight of 62, high tomorrow, 82 degrees. In Cloudcroft, cloudy skies today with a 50% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts between 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch expected. Mostly cloudy tonight with a 50% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts between 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch expected. Partly sunny tomorrow with a 70% chance of more showers and storms. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 59, low tonight of 44, high tomorrow, 61 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes this Friday edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. Enjoy your weekend.